The only time someone who coldly walked away from you will truly regret their decision, and maybe even try to come back, isn't when you humbly apologize, beg for forgiveness, or try to hurt them back by dating someone hotter. None of these things will truly hit them where it hurts or make them feel genuine regret. Once you've reached the breakup stage, begging or using manipulative tactics definitely won't save your relationship. What really makes them regret leaving and possibly return is when you calmly accept their departure and then confidently refocus on living your own life. That kind of attitude is genuinely attractive. So how do you make them both regret leaving and see you in a whole new light? The answer is simple. Become someone who can handle having them, but also easily let them go. Standing around waiting might look romantic, but it's actually pointless. They won't feel touched. They'll secretly lose respect for you, dismissing your effort completely. What really makes them rethink their opinion is when your actions clearly show that even if you haven't totally moved on yet, you won't desperately wait around without any self-respect. If they're determined to leave, let them. You need to understand that people have a tendency not to cherish something until it's gone. Then suddenly they regret it deeply. It happens all the time in relationships. You give someone your absolute best, your heart and soul, and instead of feeling grateful, they often take you for granted. Even though they might not have invested nearly as much as you have, your unconditional devotion makes them feel incredibly special. You lift them so high that someone who was originally maybe a 5 suddenly feels like a 12. With such an inflated ego, naturally they become arrogant, believing they deserve even better. You need to realize love's energy in relationships is always balanced, like a scale. If they're placing themselves too high, they're subconsciously putting you way down low. In this inflated ego, you're the one feeding it, which means you can easily take that energy back. Only when they fall hard from their illusion back into reality and feel the pain will they clearly see their true situation and finally recognize your worth. So what should you do now? The method is pretty simple. First, shift your focus away from them. Stop tracking their every move or caring if they're happy or unhappy. Completely stop watching their life. Second, calmly accept that you two are apart. Breaking up isn't a failure. It's a chance to reevaluate yourself and the relationship. Most importantly, start truly living your own life again. I talk about this a lot because it's crucial to reclaiming yourself. Understand that deep down, their ego has always been fragile. The main reason they've appeared so confident and superior is because your continuous attention kept fueling their confidence. The moment you stop feeding that attention, they'll crumble like a giant made of paper, revealing their true vulnerability. Soon you'll see them creating small dramas around you, trying desperately to get your attention again. They're just trying to regain that feeling of superiority they once had. But don't celebrate too soon, and don't assume some minor trick will fully wake them up. Remember, changing someone's mindset and behavior isn't easy at all. That's why your main focus should always be on your own life. Never let someone else's actions easily control your emotions. But while firmly focusing on yourself, you can still occasionally show a slight shift in attitude, giving them subtle opportunities to sense your change, but never let them think you're easily giving in. For instance, if they create small dramas to get your attention, respond in a calm, gentle yet caring way, maybe simply asking, "Hey, are you okay?" Or, "Has something been bothering you lately?" This will let them know you're not totally indifferent, but neither will you give them the full attention you used to. Whether you eventually reconcile or not, that decision is completely yours. You need to carefully judge whether they've genuinely changed and if this relationship still deserves your effort. After all, it's your relationship. What you choose is entirely up to you. Make sense? If you have more relationship questions, feel free to ask me anytime.